Hi guys, alright, I'm back again, but this will be the last video now, as I'm just going to explain 3.6 and I'll see if I can touch a bit of question number 4. And the question reads on 3.6, refer to information C. The directors of the company decided to issue an additional 50,000 shares in the new financial year. Calculate the minimum number of shares S. Lulu must buy to become a majority shareholder. Okay, so let's see how many shares S. Lulu has to buy. We can see here that the number of shares in issue are 650,000 and S. Lulu is currently holding 48%. So it simply means of this 650,000 shares, S. Lulu holds 48%. Okay? How many shares is that going to be? If you punch that in your calculator, you should get 312,000 shares. So of this 650, S. Lulu currently holds 312,000 shares. The company has issued an additional 50. That means it's no longer 650 anymore. It's now 650. That 650 has changed. It is now 650 plus 50,000. That means the company now has 700,000 shares in issue. If the company has 700,000 shares in issue and S. Lulu wants to become a major shareholder, how many shares must she buy? Now I'm going to use one method of calculating major shareholding. Remember, there is either the first method of 51% or the second method of 50% plus one share. I'm just going to use the first one, that is A, for the sake of time. So I'm going to say 700,000 multiplied by 51%. If he is to become a major shareholder, he has to have 357,000 shares. So if he needs 357 and presently he has 312, how many more shares does he have to buy? He has to go and buy 45,000 shares. So your answer, remember to bring it in that column there. He has to buy 45,000 shares. Okay, I've seen this kind of questions coming very, very frequently. Please remember to practice these kinds of questions. The next question now says, mention 2 points why this person, Lucas, wants to become a majority shareholder. Why does Lucas want to become a majority shareholder? Here are the reasons. Number 1, to influence strategic decisions such as the appointment of directors. To influence strategic decisions such as the appointment of directors. The next one is to influence business operations. I've seen these points coming in several papers, all right? And then the third one is that he sees potential in the company and wants to be part of the future growth. I want to believe you guys have seen these answers in the past. So you need to keep studying on these aspects if we are to make it. Okay, I'm going to touch on this last question for the next few minutes and then we see how far we can go. All right, 4.1. It is now on corporate governance. It says the following are 3 types of reports which can be issued after the financial statements of a company had been audited. So here we're talking auditing now. We have our qualified, our disclaimer, and our unqualified report. The first question says, which type of audit report will discourage shareholders to buy shares in a company? All right, which of those ones? Here are the answers now. So the answer is the disclaimer. Okay, which type of audit report will encourage What if they say encourage? What is going to be your answer here? If it's to encourage, it will become what? The unqualified. All right, the unqualified. Next question. Provide 2 reasons why shareholders will not be interested to buy shares in such a company. If you're to answer that, here are the responses that you can use. Auditors not prepared to offer an opinion of the reliability of the financial statements is a clear indication of ineffective management. Okay, so as a shareholder, you would not want to be part of a company where there is ineffective management. And then the second point is that there is poor corporate governance. Directors are not trustworthy or competent. All right. It is also indicating that good ethics are not maintained over the company's finances. The third point, it gives a bad image. There's a bad reputation here to the company, which will have long-term negative consequences, such as low demand of shares. And remember, such a report will have an effect on the demand of shares. There will be a drop in share price, and therefore the company will suffer in the long term. And lastly, possibilities of corruption. It simply means if a company is getting such an audit report, there are possibilities of corruption and mismanagement. Therefore, as an investor, you don't want to lose your money. All right, I have a few more minutes. Let's see if we can push it again. Let's come to 4.2. So I want to encourage you guys, please go through your corporate governance, go through your audit reports before you go and sit in for your final on the 16th. All right. Explain why a company's financial statements have to be audited by independent auditors and provide 2 points. Why should a company's financial statements be audited by independent auditors? Okay. The first point is that it is a requirement of the Companies Act, okay, that companies must comply with such regulations. So that is the first point. The next point, it is to protect the interest of shareholders who are separate from the management. All right. So this is to protect the shareholders' interest from fraud and other unforeseen challenges that can be brought in. Then the third point is that their report is an unbiased opinion. When independent auditors give a report, their report is unbiased. Okay, so it gives a true reflection of the financial position of that company. And the next point, it gives a company's credibility as it allows potential investors to trust the accuracy or reliability of the results. And then lastly, a company managers can use the results of the audit to continually improve internal processes. This is the reason why we need to have companies audited by external auditors. Okay, then I think we will end it here, and I want to encourage you guys to continue studying. Please continue studying. I think our next paper from here, we're going to look at the Free State, and then we're going to look at our own Gauteng paper, and then we're going to look at the Limpopo paper. We plan to have a couple of papers done before the 16th. I know you are studying. Please continue pushing. Don't only work on these videos, but please do more work beyond what we are doing here. Until next time, cheers.